Yo, what's good? It's your boy Rush. Yo, we gonna get it in today, man. We gonna be in the DC universe today. Today, I'm gonna break down Static Shock. For those who you don't know who Static Shock is, yo, he's originally from Dakota City, right? Yo, he's from Dakota City. He comes from a nuclear family. His pops is a good dude, hardworking dude. His mom, she's a housewife or whatever, but she ended up dying or whatever from an illness. So, you know, obviously, it's going to affect Static Shock going through that. Now, his government name is Virgil. So, when Virgil Moms died, he took a bad hit with that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna describe his ill character. He's a good kid. You know what I mean? Got his head on his shoulders. You know what I mean? Really intelligent. He's into science and all that. He's real good at it too, or whatever. But there's this dude named Francis Stone. You know what I mean? He a real dickhead. You know what I mean? Like he picks on them all the time. He picks on Virgil all the time. You know what I mean? He's involved in gang activity and all that. You know what I mean? So he used to pick on Virgil to the point where Virgil Mans tucked him to the side, was like, yo, listen, man, he gave him a ratchet, to body Francis Stone. Know what I mean? And he was finna, he had the blicky on him. He's getting ready to body him or whatever. At the location at this like factory. It's like a factory slash chemical plant. Know what I mean? Now, how Virgil received his abilities is the quantum juice. Now, there's a situation in that facility, right? It's called the Big Bang. Like like an explosion popped off, and while the rioting was popping off with the with the gang rivalries and people protesting, right? So there was a lot of heads at this location. At this location, Virgil was supposed to body Francis, but he ended up not killing Francis. You know what I mean? So he just got caught up. Yo, salute to you, money boy Trey. Stay gang. So in that facility or whatever, like he didn't body him or whatever, but he did get caught up in the crossfire with the quantum juice. Now with this quantum juice, right? Um it's like a chemical joint that allows these cats to receive like metahuman abilities or whatever. You know what I mean? So, obviously they all got like their ill abilities and they do that. Yo, salute to you, Sinister. Yo, I'm glad you in the building, you heard? But yeah, so yo, they get hit with the quantum juice, not just Virgil, but a lot of these gang rivalries and the processes got hit too with it. You know what I mean? So they all become like metahumans. Some of them look real like hideous and deformed, and some look like humanoids, but they just got ill abilities. You know what I mean? Just like a perfect example, Static Shock. Like he doesn't look animalistic or crazy. I mean, he still look like a humanoid, but he got ill abilities. Now, his abilities is like, yo, he's able to manipulate electricity. You know what I mean? He could conjure up electricity and manipulate electricity, which makes him ill. You know what I mean? Which makes it, you know what I mean, an ill ability to have or whatever. So yo, salute to you, Mike. Let's go. You heard? Buffalo in the building, you heard? But okay, yeah. So Virgil, he gets his ability to whatever, and the dude that was bullying him, Francis Stone, but they all call him Hot Street because he got pyrokinetic. No, pyrokinesis. He's able to control. He's able to control, manipulate flames with his thoughts, and he could conjure up flames too. So I think that's an ill ability too. He's an ill foe to deal with. Know what I mean? But now Francis Stones, he links up with this nigga named Ebon. Ebon, he's a villain. You know what I mean? Like he got his camp. You know what I mean? They do like a lot of uh evil acts in the city or whatever. You know what I mean? For self preservation for him and his crew. You know what I mean? And you know, Like Ebon's ability, man, he's like a shadow, right? He's an ill shadow joint. His phenotype is like a shadow joint, and he's able to like teleport through that shadow. You know what I mean? It's an ill ability, man. He's an ill foe to deal with or whatever. But but he didn't have an easy life. You know, he grew up in the hood, got locked up in juvenile hall or whatever, and you know, yeah, I mean, you know the sob stories, man. You go through situations, grown up in in the hood like that, whatever, whatever. So Ebon, he tries to recruit Static Shock or whatever, right? Obviously Static Shock declines his offer or whatever. So ever since then, them niggas been beefing. I mean, him, Ebon, and High Street. High Street, them niggas they stay jumping Static, man. I mean? Because every time they all try to rob a bank or do something crazy, Static he in the picture saving the day. Static Shock, I mean? Real name Virgil, but you know what I mean? AKA Static Shock. You know what I mean? He's an ill dude. I like this character. Real noble brother. You're now this character, you know what I mean, it's been created by this company named Milestone. You know what I mean? And they linked up with DC Comics and get this storyline pushed out there. You know what I mean? Now Static Shock, he got kidnapped by the Terror Titans, and they forced him to fight in Dark Side Club, and he was influenced by the anti-life equation. For those of you who don't know who Dark Side is, he's like the Thanos version of it. He's the Thanos version in DC Comics. You know what I mean, real powerful dude. He's like one of those mythological gods type cats. You know what I mean? He's not the actual mythological god, but how DC Comics portray him and the royal family of Darkseid and his relatives or whatever, they're like Mount Olympus, but it's not Mount Olympus. It's like a distant planet where they have god-like abilities. You know what I mean? Now, for some reason, uh, as Static Shock, he fighting in the Fight Club under the influence of the anti-life equation. Um, for some reason, he gets away. He breaks free. You know what I mean? As he breaks free, he end up bumping into the Teen Titans, right? So he links up with the Teen Titans. They dealing with their little situation, but his main agenda was to save Cyborg. Yeah, I mean Cyborg. He was going through a little situation where he got hacked, right? Somebody hacked into him, so his body's going crazy or whatever, right? So Virgil, aka Static Shock, he hits him with a lightning shot, jolt, which helps him stop the hacking from Jericho. Now, for those of you who don't know Jericho, and I think he's related to Deathstroke. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me get straight to the point, right? After that situation with him linking up with the Teen Titans, he ended up going back to Dakota City, right? He found out his sister was really sick with a deadly disease. Somebody created this virus or whatever, right, in this lab or whatever, right? So mad people dying or whatever, and Static Shock, he feeling like, yo, he got to handle the situation, right? So he goes to the lab, right, and try to, figure out what's going on, stop this disease from spreading within Dakota City. You know what I mean? So as he do that, right, he bumps into this dude named Holocaust. Yo, this dude's like, yo, mad big, like he big like the Juggernaut. Know what I mean, mad swole, long dreads, all that. He a naughty head boy, you heard? And his abilities is super strength, and also he has pyrokinesis. So this dude, yo, this is an ill villain to deal with. Not only he's an ill villain, but he rolls with a crew called the Blood Syndicate. Blood Syndicate, yo, they do, these niggas is ill, yo. They put in that pain, you know what I mean? So as he bump into this dude, yo, obviously they fighting or whatever. Static Shock, he put in the work too, fighting Holocaust or whatever, and He putting in that work, right? So the end of that, obviously Virgil, he wins. He beats Holocaust, even though he's an ill foe, whatever. And he beats Son. You know what I mean? Son wasn't really prepared for that Static shot on. You know what I mean? Like, Static, he be on point like the scoreboard when he dumping, man. He be putting in that pain too. You heard? So, now peep this, right? After that situation, right? He ended up linking up with the Teen Titans for somehow, right? And they politicking with Virgil. Was like, listen, Raven, she got kidnapped, right, by this dude, snatch her up, put her in a different dimension. So now Static Shock, he travels through these dimensions, right? And beats up the dude that kidnapped Raven or whatever. Now through the process of him saving Raven and coming back to his dimension, he temporarily loses his electron electrical ability, like manipulating electricity or whatever. He loses it for a little bit, but eventually he gets it back, right? So, this is crazy. Now, the reason why I love Static Shock, man, it's like, he be linking up with everybody in the DC universe, man, from Batman, Superman, all that. You know what I mean? But what happens is he end up getting put in with assignments with the Young Justice. Now, Justice League, they fucks with him heavy, but they was like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with the Young Justice, and then eventually you gonna climb up and you gonna become, one of the Justice League members. You know what I mean? So he links up with the Young Justice, right? So they dealing with the little situation or whatever, right? So now peep this, right? There's this alien race called the Reach. They kidnapped Static Shock and a bunch of young cats that got meta abilities, right? So they in the ship or whatever, and the reason why these aliens kidnapped them because it was gathering data on a genotype that possesses the meta gene. You know what I mean? They trying to figure out, how these humans is like, why do they got like these ill abilities or whatever, right? Now, the Young Justice, they were some of the members of the Young Justice, they end up living in Star Labs, right? Obviously there was a few scientists studying they meta abilities or whatever to see if they are able to control their abilities, because some of them, when they get it, I mean, they don't really know how to use it or whatever. So fast forward, right? Let me get to the point with this. They all escape, right? They escape. You know what I mean? But the reason why they escape, because Blue Beetle, he ended up, destroying Star Labs or whatever. But at the same time, Blue Beetle was trying to convince them to stay at Star Lab. So they like, oh man, come on, son. Like, we ain't gonna stay at Star Labs, but we got a boogie right now. So they all dip. And they end up bumping to Lex Luthor. Now, this is the second title on there, is The Power of Deception. You know what I mean? Obviously, when they link up with Lex Luthor, Luthor was like, what up? Was good. You know what I mean? Y'all need some bread. Y'all need somewhere to live, nigga. Son, I got you, man. Say no more. Come true. So they come through or whatever, right? So, they chilling with Lex. They living in the ill joint, ill spot or whatever. They doing whatever. You know what I mean? But, this part of the Young Justice with Blue Beetle, Static Shock. I forgot the other three cats. You know what I mean? But there's like five of them or whatever, and they're part of. At this point, they are part of the Young Justice, but they're kind of going rogue and doing their own thing, linking up with Lex Luthor. But they have no idea that Lex Luthor is a real evil dude. Like, he has his own agenda. You know what I mean? Like, he's using them to do certain missions for his own bidding. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna break down. Later on, I'm gonna break down the power of deception through Lex Luthor. You heard? So right, all right. Now Lex Luthor, yo, he gets them to go back to the ship, right? The spaceship where they got kidnapped by the Reach or whatever, right? So he tells them go back over there so he can get the rest of the meta humans out there. You know what I mean? That's because it was like, even though they escaped, They end up escaping from the breach, but not all of them got to escape. You know what I mean? Only a few. So they went. Lex Luthor wanted them to go back to free them all. You know what I mean? So now they, they broke into the ship. Young Justice. They helped the rest of the metahumans in the spaceship or whatever, right? So they all escape. They dipping. You know what I mean? Yo, they like. You know what I mean? They all getting out of there or whatever, right? So after that mission, right? The Young Justice, they bump into Nightwing. Nightwing gave him a proposition like, yo, come back. You know what I mean? Yo, don't worry about it. Yo, everything all good, right? But yo, that part of the Young Justice, the one that went rogue, they declined on Nightwing's offer because they was caught up with the whole Star Lab situation because of that nigga. So they was like, yo, fuck that nigga, man. Hell no, we ain't fucking with this nigga. This nigga got it caught up with Star Labs, nigga. Nah, son, that shit ain't going down like that. So, they declined, but they still working for Lex Luthor, right? But yo, before they broke off and dipped, right? Nightwing was telling him like, yo, man, yo, you shouldn't fuck with Lex Luthor. He a grimy nigga. His son be scheming on niggas. He be using niggas and shit like that. He was letting them know like, yo, he straight up using you. Yeah, I mean, for his own bidding. They was like, yo, nah. They wasn't even studying that. Yo, nah, we ain't coming back with you because we ain't trying to be all cooped up in labs and being studied like lab rats and shit. So they dip. Yo, the rest of the Young Justice, they dip or whatever with Static Shock, right? So yo, Static Shock, he branched off, he does his own thing, right? He leaves the Young Justice, he's doing his own thing, but he end up bumping into Black Lightning. Black Lightning was like, yo, he was kind of like, yo, son, yo, we got the same abilities and all that, son. Yo, what's good? Yo, where you from, B? You know? Yeah, I mean? And yo, Static was like, I'm from Dakota City, man. You already know. You know how we do out here, man. Yeah. And yo, Black Lightning, he offered him to like mental, like like give him some mentorship, teach him, show him the ropes on how to be a superhero and all that. And Black Lightning was like, yo, nah, he good. I mean, he ain't having it or whatever. So yeah, I mean, yo, this is with Static Shock, man. Like, yo, this is one of the illest characters I've seen within the DC universe. Yeah, I mean, there's other characters is ill too. Yeah, I mean, but Static, I like him because he's mad relatable. Yeah, I mean, he's into science and all that. He's a good kid. Yeah, I mean, like, yo, like he's like the generic good kid that becomes a superhero. You know what I mean? I like his storyline and all that. But yo, salute to you, Chaotic Truth, man. I see you in the building, man. Much love. I'm holding it down for the Labudo Network. You heard? But yeah, man, yeah. So yo, let me get back to the power of deception. Yeah, I mean, now, yo, this different versions of the power of deception. I mean, like you can make like vague ambiguous statements. You know what I'm saying? On like kind of similar like how business tycoons do it, you know what I mean? But for me to keep it simplified, man, I'm gonna break it down like this. Like, you go to a car dealership, right? You signing mad paperwork. Now, when these corporate niggas is robbing niggas, right? Because us niggas from the hood, yo, when niggas is running jukes, like, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? But when you dealing with corporate America, man, they use the power of deception, my nigga. So when you copping that whip, right, and they ain't put little certain clause on there, right? And you know, you end up, you know what I mean? Like they just want to sell you the whip, man. They ain't worried about you if you go get into an accident or whatever and all that, right? You get into you total the whip, right? And you still got that car note to pay off, right? But on the fine print was like, yo, you should have got the gap insurance in order for you not to have like rigments of payments or whatever, because you wasn't schooled on that, right? Yo, you got played. They robbed you. You know what I'm saying? They just wanted to make a quick buck. You know what I mean? You got passive deception and also known as indirect deception, right? And active deception, which is like direct deception. Now, yo, I'm gonna get into Lex Luthor right now, son. Right? Like his character in Smallville, yo, he now this is before when Kal-El became who he became. You know what I mean? Like he still Clark Kent, he living in the farms and all that. But this whole time, this is before he became Superman or whatever. He was just a farm boy doing his thing in Smallville. But see, when Clark saved that nigga, right? When he saved Lex from that car accident or whatever, right? Lex just couldn't understand why, yo, how did Clark save him or whatever. He just was just so like obsessed on figuring out like how did Clark save him. You know what I mean? So the power of deception with Lex Luthor, right? He peep this, right? He was acting like that's like yo, that's his A1. You know what I mean? Like yo, they mad cool. They even hang out, do so like yo, even yo Lex let him take the Ferrari and all that, right? But yo, the whole time, yo, Lex Luthor was scheming on this nigga, man, on this nigga Clark, man. He was trying to figure out, yo, what's up? There's something about this nigga. Like he suspected, like, yo, he wasn't human, but you know what I mean? Fast forward, right? Towards the end of that season, right? Yo, towards the end of that season, right? Yo, it's crazy. Like, yo, uh, Lex Luthor figure out he figured out that yo Clark wasn't from Earth, and all that, whatever. And yo, he was trying to he was trying to get him bodied too, but yo, Lex he couldn't do it, man. He just didn't just he just wasn't his intellect wasn't smart enough for him to body Kal-El or whatever. And like that's what certain people do. You know what I mean? Like they have this cunning style about them where when they sizing you up and you're not even noticing that they sizing you up, that they're ready to scheme on you. They're ready to you know what I mean? They're ready to you know take advantage of your situation, take advantage of you. So you gotta beware the power of power of deception, man. You know what I mean? Yo, listen, yo, Static, yo, he dealt with Lex on a personal level, right? And Static, that's one of the reasons why he kind of went rogue is because he kind of peeped game with Lex or whatever. So yo, when you dealing with somebody that has the power of deception, man, you gotta be careful, man. And one of the father of power of deception would be Abaddon, the light bringer. You know what I mean? So so a lot of people they copy his attributes on deception or whatever. You see what's going on, man. And one of the powerful things that the light bringer did, man, he showed people that he doesn't really exist. You know what I mean? And people really believe that shit, you heard? But it's not true, man. You got to be vigilant and see what's going around in your surroundings or whatever, peep game or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, let me get back to Static Shock, right? Static Shock, he's an ill character, like I said before, and I'm definitely feeling his like his origin story or whatever. You know what I mean? And like I said before, this is one of my favorite DC characters or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, if anybody want to cam up and dispute the fact that he's one of the illest characters in DC universe, man, cam up and prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Yo, salute to everybody in the chat. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat. I see you, Urban Therapist. Stay gang. Yo, Joy Chit Chat. I see you in the building. Stay gang. Let's go. Word up. All right. Yo, so yeah, man, let's get into it, man. Let's politic who has the ill abilities of power deception too. You know what I mean? Is it a male or is it a female? Come on, y'all can come up in politic with me about this, man. What's good? Yo, salute to you, Mike from Boston, man. I see you in the building. Word out. Yo, I see a lot of people in the chat, man. Yo, word out, man. Sweet lady, what up? Salute to you. Welcome, welcome to in the building. I see Mike. I see Sinister, and salute to you, Rise Girl. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Yo, come on, y'all. One of y'all came up, man. We could politic about this, man. Let's get it in with the Static Shock. You heard? Oh, they hold on. I see urban therapist female cause they are master manipulators. Yo, come on, man. Let's expand on that, man. Come up, urban therapist, man. Cam up, man. Word, word. I guess nobody wants to cam up, I mean, but yo, like Virgil, he doesn't really have a long history of comics or whatever. It's pretty I didn't think it would be this short, but you know, it's not that I mean it's not that long. It's not that much um like his storyline's kind of short or whatever, but it's still ill though, you know. Um but yeah, man, I yo, yeah, yeah. So one of the things I know. Okay, hold on real quick. Give me a second, guys. I'm back. Yo, my bad, y'all. But yeah, man. One of the things I like about Static Joint is he he links up with a lot of different characters from the DC universe, and one of the main joints I liked is when he caught beef with Brainiac. Now Brainiac, for those of you who don't know who Brainiac is, he's like an advanced cyborg or whatever. So you know, Static Shock he catch wreck with uh with Brainiac or whatever, right? And his boy, his best friend, Scooter or whatever, like he ends up developing meta abilities too, but that was later on. From the beginning of the comics, he didn't have no not he ain't had no abilities, but later on he ended up getting ill abilities, controlling like machineries and computers and shit like that. So by him doing that, right, he Brainiac ends up he hacks into uh uh Static's right hand man's equipment, whatever, right? Because he hacked into the equipment like in a dormant state, like yo, Brainiac was living inside of like his equipment or whatever, but his equipment's attached to his body whenever he's helping out Static Shock, fighting villains and foes and stuff like that. So as as Static is dealing with his homeboy or whatever, Brainiac like possesses him or whatever, like he's controlling his whole entire body or whatever. So Static he end up fighting his best friend or whatever, and they getting it in, you know what I mean? And like they was Static was trying to figure out how can he get Brainiac out of his his body slash equipment or whatever. So it's like it's getting like real deep. Like yo, they getting it in. They thumping or whatever, and you know Virgil he figures out how to take Brainiac out of his man's body or whatever, his best friend body or whatever, and you know um they thought they defeated Brainiac, right? But Brainiac he ended up like even though okay, all right, so after Virgil takes out Brainiac out of his best friend's body or whatever, Brainiac had like a shell body laying around and he ended up like going into his original body. But as he got into his original body, Virgil's fighting him or whatever. As Virgil's fighting Brainiac, right? Brainiac Brainiac, he gets defeated or whatever. His body get destroyed, and like they think they defeated Brainiac. Like they think they bodied him, but he didn't get bodied. He end up his consciousness end up traveling through the internet. You know what I mean? And that's another situation where Virgil had to deal with. And yo, man, I mean, yo, like if y'all want to interject and let me know what's good, what's your thoughts on Static, like what's your favorite comic of Static Shock? Yo, let me know, man. Yo, come up. Let's politic about this, man. Hey, yo, Kev, drop the link. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. I want to hear y'all thoughts, man. Who's your favorite DC character? Is it Static? Is it Superman? Is it the Green Lantern? Let me know what's good, y'all. Yo, politic with me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I guess nobody's gonna care him up. So I'm gonna talk about issue two. Issue two on Static Shock. Now, comic issue two, he it's like it's a different it's different. Like it's like a reboot version of the original Static Shock. And the thing is, the origin is like it's still similar, but they don't start off with the issue with the reboot version of Static. Like they don't even break down on how he received his abilities. They go straight to the point. Like he already got his abilities and he's getting it in, and he he has a his his beef with Hot Street is a lot, it's a lot more intense than the original joint. Cause they end up fighting in the school while they was in school, using their abilities, you know what I mean? In front of everybody. And at this moment, this is before uh Virgil picked up the mantle of being a superhero. He just had his abilities or whatever, like off jump. And he's fighting Hot Street in the school or whatever, and a lot of people witnessed this fight, but for some reason, like nobody really spoke on it. You know what I mean? Police got involved. Well, not really the police, but like the government, because the whole reason why they came up with the that quantum gas, like the government, they wanted to create metahumans for, like, I guess, super soldiers and stuff like that. When the Big Bang popped off, right? Like a lot of people died, but some people, so the ones that survived, they end up having like meta abilities and all that, and this the comic book wasn't really popular, but the TV show is what gave us its traction. Like when the cartoon series came out in 2000, a lot of people were intrigued by the character Static Shock. I guess it's even though the comic is not new, but in the cartoon world, you know, like it was fresh, it was new. Like people like me, people gravitated towards it because it had that new fresh feel to it. Nobody really knew who Static Shock was, Um and watching the TV show, I mean in the early 2000s, like yo, it was it was pretty good, I mean I enjoyed it, and like yo, like this is like one of my favorite characters on the DC joint, other than Batman and the Flash and all that, and them two, they origin stories is L too, and the villains in DC is pretty good, my favorite villain on there would be like the Joker, his storyline is pretty interesting, and I've been holding it down, with the Static Shock for a minute, man. Want one of y'all to come up, man, politic with the kid, you heard? Word up. Yo, Urban, he just dropped the link, so came up, bruh. But yeah, man, yo, pretty much, yeah, Static, he's an ill dude. What else? What else an ill character on there? Yo, Superboy, he got an ill storyline too on there too. It's pretty interesting. Even though he can't really control his anger, like he's completely opposite from Clark. Like he got anger issues and stuff like that. He's like a clone. That dude, Leo, yo, what's good, Urban?
Boy, you up on this panel sitting up here blaspheming like ain't nothing, huh?
Oh shit, man. I
This dude, this dude says Static Shock. Out of every member of the Justice League, you choose Static Shock. Why? Why, bro?
Yo, I mean, yo, he's real relatable, man. I dig him. You know, he's not super. He's not like unrealistically. He's not unrealistically super strong. You know, he got ill abilities where he's able to manipulate electricity and still be able to. You know, his character's believable. You know.
I know the reason why. I know the reason why. It's because he black. He got locks. That's what it is.
Nah, urban therapist, man. Don't do me like that, man.
Dude here chose Static, man. Out of everyone, Static Shock. Do you know on Black Lighter could easily beat Static Shock, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say he could beat Static Shock like it's nothing, but because Black Lightning is more experienced, yeah, he could probably beat Static, but he'll put up a good fight. You don't think so?
Black Lighter will Black Lighter will hood out Static Shock, bro.
Ah,
Hood
come
him
on, Urban man. Don't
out.
don't do my guy like that, man.
Now, now, you t- now oh,
Yo, you're breaking up, Urban. Yeah, you're breaking up. I still can't hear you. But yeah, man, yo, yeah, I mean, yo, listen, Black Lightning, he is he does his thing, but I don't think he'll. It's not going to be a walk in the park him fighting Virgil. You know what I mean? Static Shot. I think it'll be an ill fight. He'll put up a good fight. And yeah, man. I mean, yo, Static Shot. He put a shock in your system. You know what I mean? Word up. I guess Urban had to go. Like he's probably he's having trouble coming up or whatever. But yeah, man, yo, this is pretty much the Static Shock origin story. You know what I mean? I'll catch y'all in the flip. One.